I'm reading. You know what? I just have like days when I just kind of I sit and I film for like 4 hours. I just film like all my videos because nobody is home and nobody can hear me being weird. That's why I wear the same clothes in like 4 videos in a row. Anyway, I'm here today to share with you 3 fairly popular series or trilogies that I have not read. I'm pretty cut off from like what's popular, when it's popular. I'll get into that in another video, but I'm just kind of cut off from that. So when things are popular, I just kind of either ignore them or I don't know about them. So the first one is the Darkest Minds trilogy by Alexandra Bracken, the books. I also have a really awesome hardback with like short stories in. This book is about a girl called Ruby. She's 16 and she's alive for now apparently. So a mysterious disease has like killed most of Americans' children. Some of them survived, like Ruby, and then they came out with like these powers, and it's kind of about how the government, you know, don't want them to go around hurting people. It's a really terrible summary, but you probably know what this is about. So I recently got these. Well, recently, I say recently, it was probably about like, you know, October last year maybe. But I really want to read these just because, like, I don't know, I just love something. There's something about the covers, I love them, and there's something just about the books in general that I love. It sounds kind of like, you know, your average kind of dystopian thing, but like it wasn't up there with The Hunger Games and The Maze Runner and Divergent. They were like the queens. I read those ones obviously because they were the queens. I want to read these ones basically. So the next one is the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I have pretty much all her books, even though I've never read any single one of them. I have the Clockwork trilogy things, I don't know what they're called, but I have that trilogy, and then I have the Infernal Devices. I even have the Magnus Bane Chronicles, and I haven't read any of her work. I watched the movie and I thought that was kind of good because I read like half of the first book and I felt like it represented it a lot better than the TV series. This series is about a girl called Clary Frey who one night in a nightclub, I think, she witnesses this emo dude with a big knife stab someone and kill them, and she's the only one who sees this. And this dude is this guy called Jace, and he's like the love interest. And so Clary kind of just gets swept up into this world, into the other world that's there, you know, with all like the demons and stuff. And she finds out that her mum, I think her mum was a demon hunter as well, obviously, because, you know, why wouldn't she be already tied to all that stuff? And that's the reason like Clary can see them, because she's this thing called a shadow hunter. Really, I'm not like the hugest fan of the idea because it kind of sounds, you know, pretty much like anything else, but I'm hoping that there's something good about it. But I really want to read it just because, one, it's really popular and I want to be able to join in on all that. I like to be in all the big fandoms just so I can like be there rather than not knowing what anyone's talking about. And 2, I don't know, there's just magic and stuff. What were they thinking with this cover? It's just it's weird. Why would anyone want a shirtless dude and his nipples on the front? That's just weird. But anyway, I'm looking forward to trying to read this series and then going and reading the trilogies and then going and read the other one. So yeah. For the third and final one, because I just rambled on for like 4 minutes, I actually only have 2 books to show you because 2 of the other ones are propping up my tripod. They're called the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas. It's really hard to see because they're white. I don't really know what this one's about. Something to do with an assassin. She's supposed to be the best assassin because she never got caught, but she made the mistake of getting caught, so good job there. And I don't really know what this is about at all, but it's, yeah, the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas. Have not read them, have not read any of her books. I have like a couple of her other books somewhere on my shelf, but I want to read hers because there's so much controversy about this. I love it when books have controversy because then I get to like pick a side, or I can either sit in the middle and not care about anything and just watch everyone else freak out about it. It's the best. But I don't know, I want to read them because there's so much hype and like everyone's saying there's like toxic relationships in here and everyone's shipping this dude who's like an asshole with the main character who I think is called Selena. And so yeah, I want to read them, but unfortunately there's like so many, and apparently some of them get really big, and I don't like it when books are small in the first part of the series and then they're suddenly like this big and it's just like, oh my god. Anyway, those were the top 3 book collections, let's call them that that I have yet to read, and they're super popular and everyone's like freaking out about them, or they were like a couple years ago or something. So I'm gonna read them hopefully this year, maybe, probably not. But anyway, tell me a popular book or book series or trilogy that you haven't read, one that you want to read. Don't forget to like and subscribe and read some books, duh. So yeah, anyway, that's all from me. Bye.
I told you.